On May 28, 1830, President Andrew Jackson signed into law the Indian Removal Act, a landmark and controversial measure that would reshape the American South and devastate indigenous nations for generations. The legislation authorized the federal government to negotiate treaties that would compel Native American tribes living east of the Mississippi River to relocate to lands westward, opening their ancestral territories to white settlers and plantation expansion. The act passed narrowly through Congress, amid passionate debates and deep divisions. Proponents, led by Jackson, argued that removal would protect Native American communities from extinction and resolve ongoing conflicts between tribal nations and state governments. In truth, it marked the beginning of a systematic campaign of displacement. The law particularly affected the so-called 5 civilized tribes: the Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Creek, and Seminole, nations that had adapted to many aspects of European American culture, including farming, written languages, and legal systems. Despite their efforts to coexist peacefully, they were targeted for removal from fertile lands in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida. Implementation of the act unleashed years of coercive treaties, forced marches, and brutal relocations. The Cherokee Nation's resistance through the American legal system culminated in the landmark Supreme Court case Worcester v. Georgia, which ruled in their favor. However, the federal government ignored the decision, and under Jackson's direction, removal continued. The most harrowing consequence came nearly a decade later: the forced journey of the Cherokee people to what is now Oklahoma. Thousands perished from disease, exposure, and starvation along the way. That tragic march would later be named the Trail of Tears. The signing of the Indian Removal Act on this day marked a profound betrayal of native sovereignty and human rights, a dark chapter in the history of American expansionism cloaked in the rhetoric of progress.